What is Plutus DAO? PLS. Ethereum Layer 2s are expanding user base. Arbitrum in this case. DeFi is currently the cradle of finance. Use case for Arbitrum are getting more and more attractive. It is turning out to be a playground for most innovative and experimental DeFi tech. Liquidity is the bloodline of DeFi. Any protocol that manages to attract and hold liquidity will be able to build a moat. More sticker the liquidity, the stronger the moat. Key players for Plutus DAO: Dopex and Jones DAO. Dopex, or DPX, is a decentralized options protocol which aims to maximize liquidity, minimize losses for option writers, and maximize gains for option buyers, all in a passive manner for liquidity contributing participants. Jones DAO. Jones DAO is a yield, strategy, and liquidity protocol for options, with vaults that enable one-click access to institutional-grade options strategies, while unlocking liquidity and capital efficiency for DeFi options, with yield-bearing options-backed asset tokens. Dopex and Jones DAO are moving towards VECRV as a tokenomics model. As a result, VEDPX and VE Jones will play a crucial role in governance of the protocols, going forward by determining flow of liquidity and rewards for token holders. Token holder can lock DPX or Jones for 4 years to receive VEDPX or VE Jones, a governance token. This is where Plutus DAO comes in. Plutus DAO's main objective is to build a treasury by accumulating DPX and Jones. This will provide governance influence over DPX and Jones for PLS holders. Plutus can front-run this opportunity by acquiring large amounts of VEDPX and VE Jones. Plutus will effectively be used to control the yield for all of DeFi, influence interest rate options participants, and decide on interest rate options parameters, direct DPX subsidies, and effect SSOV strikes. Plutus will have a massive cash flow from the get-go via VEDPX fees and RDPX bonding rewards, which will fuel the flywheel from the very beginning. Plutus is equivalent of the convex for the Dopex ecosystem. The underlying mechanics and interdependencies between convex and curve are very similar to those of Dopex, Jones, and Plutus. Curve is a key part of our current DeFi infrastructure. Convex launched in May 2021, with the goal of accumulating as much CRV as possible. As a result, one convex token will control a significant amount of curve tokens, thus working out to be a more cost-efficient way of controlling curve tokens. Curve wars, where the primary strategy is to accumulate as much convex as possible. This is very attractive to DAOs looking to enhance their yield, or more importantly stablecoin providers that absolutely need those emissions to stay viable and competitive in the heated stablecoin environment. Convex holders benefit through this via a bribe system built on top of Convex, where protocols that don't have the resources or are not interested in holding CVX can bribe Convex holders for their governance power for a set amount of time. The governance power of VECRV is what makes Convex so attractive and desirable. The stage is set for Plutus DAO. Accumulating DPX under Plutus is likely to be more impactful than CVX, amassing CRV. This is due to the fact that CRV emissions are extremely high, while DPX emissions are a fraction of CRVs. Once DPX is minted for PLS DPX, it is max vote locked forever. This should lead impenetrable moat quickly after launch that should cement Plutus DAO as a key player in the Dopex ecosystem. As a result, this will enable Plutus holders have influence over Dopex and Jones DAO. If the options volume in DeFi continues to grow, the future should be one where Dopex and Jones have matured into an industry-leading DeFi options protocols, and Plutus has a significant governance stake and cash flow from both the protocol. PLS holders and stackers will receive significant yield, protocol fees, and most important of all, governance power. It is possible that bribing PLS holders will be the most cost-efficient way for protocols and DAOs to steer DPX governance. PLS lockers will gain access to a larger share of the treasury yield and likely to enjoy bribes in the future, similar to the dynamic between convex and curve. In addition, PLS DPX and PLS Jones stackers or lockers will receive PLS liquidity mining emissions, VEDPX and VE Jones rewards, 5% fee from Jones Rev generated by Jones LPs on Plutus, paid in Jones, 3% fee from yield generated by PLS Dollar Maxi Vaults, paid in DPX, 10% yield generated by PLS Productive Treasury, paid in Jones and DPX. PLS Jones lockets receive an additional 5% of yield generated by PLS Productive Treasury, paid in Jones and DPX. This video is for educational purpose. Please do your own research. You will find helpful links in the description. Adios.